singing an Indigenous celebration song, these children are rejoicing over a recent court victory for the Siraya people. A decades-old law that led to their exclusion from the official list of indigenous tribes has just been deemed unconstitutional, and the court has given the government 3 years to rectify it.
这个我们已经争取了20-30年哦，其实心里面是很高兴啦，很高兴，因为毕竟我们长期以来被忽略、被漠视、被边缘化，这个长期以来都是这样啊。
The Siraya are hopeful they will get the recognition they deserve after years of having to explain who they are.
我讲我西亚雅族，可是很多人都说啊，西亚雅族是什么？就是很多人都只有在课本上面听过，可是不知道这是什么族。
The Siraya are in school history books because they used to dominate the land in this part of western Taiwan, but their language and culture faded after the arrival of Han Chinese in the 17th century. Today there are at least 10,000 Siraya people living in Taiwan. After the celebrations, some of them meet with their lawyer to discuss the judgment and next steps. Taiwan's government put out a call in the 1950s for indigenous groups to register for official recognition. The Siraya failed to do so. Many of them said they didn't know they had to, but they've subsequently seen how recognition has benefited other groups. Taiwan officially recognizes 16 indigenous groups, and that status brings privileges such as scholarships and subsidies, efforts to preserve language and culture, and the ability to vote for indigenous legislators. But despite their victory in court, the Siraya's lawyer says it doesn't guarantee the group will eventually receive the same benefits as the others.
在取得身份这部分，绝对是西亚族人一定可以取得的。在这个身份之后，有多少权利，才是之后政治攻防的重点。
Most of Taiwan's recognized indigenous groups are from more isolated, mountainous areas, and the government has argued for years that the Siraya and other plains people covered by the lawsuit are now too assimilated with Taiwan's majority Han Chinese population to deserve the same kinds of protections, and that they would take scarce resources away from others. The government official dealing with indigenous affairs says sorting out the issue will be complicated. There are about 10 groups covered by the lawsuit, collectively referred to as the Pingpu.
不是很短时间就可以达成一定的共识，所以用3年的时间来做修法或者是立法。所以我们会利用这3年的时间，逐步盘点平埔族群他们客观的现状是什么，然后才决定他应该有的各种权利应该怎么样的保障。
But for some Siraya, recognition has come too late.
很多祖辈都等不及他的身份获得证明，他就过世了，这是我们比较可惜，有些长辈都看不到。
前竞争都可以，对不对？对。
But their ancestors' traditions are surviving. As the Siraya wait for the government to make changes to the law, they are proudly passing on crafts and their way of life, happy that they're a step closer to having their culture recognized and their identity. Chang and Louise for TaiwanPlus.